Shit. My eyes are still red, that's for a good reason. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Stupid camera. Today we're talking about a movie, so let's jump right into it. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. That Sundance video's coming this weekend, just FYI. I did see some movies at Sundance that I'm really excited to talk about. Some of them I can't talk about too much until they actually come out. But I'm going to do a nice super video. So anyway, now we're talking about a movie from Sundance from last year that I finally got a chance to see because it finally was released. Movies and TVs that we do here on Raised on Popcorn with Grant. I'll get it right eventually. And that movie is The Fallout. The Fallout is, in her directorial debut, written and directed by Megan Park, who is perhaps best known to people who went to high school and I did for her role as uber-religious Grace on the best bad teen drama show to ever grace the airwaves, The Secret Life of the American Teenager, which, that's neither here nor there, but she delivers a pretty terrific directorial debut, so what's The Fallout about, and who else is involved? The film stars Jenna Ortega, who is still fresh off of her role, her terrific supporting turn in Scream, among many others, including her work on You, plays Vada. She is a high school student, beginning what seems to be an average day. She is in the girls' restroom, chit-chatting with her classmate, who's like a low-key social media star. She's played by Maddie Ziegler. That Maddie Ziegler. And as they get to talking, they hear, trigger warning, they hear, a school shooting taking place, outside of the girls' restroom, in the hallways. They hide in the stall, along with another classmate, a young man named Quentin, who, brother is one of the wounded, and does not survive. Within 6 minutes, the shooter is taken care of, and eventually Vada goes home and begins to go through the process of grief. She didn't necessarily know anyone well who died in the shooting, but regardless, the trauma for her is very real, and she soon forms an unexpected friendship with Mia. They begin to find solace in one another. Mia lives in a house where her parents rarely are around, so Vada frequently comes over, and a friendship / pseudo relationship begins between these two people from different social stratas of this high school over a shared tragedy that may help Vada heal from her heartache, leading to a final scene that knocked the wind out of my lungs. So I'm not going to beat around the bush here. There have been a couple of great movies so far this year. The Fallout is excellent. The Fallout, in fact, I'm gonna plant my flag right here. Megan Park, you are forgiven for Secret Life. It was not your fault, because as a filmmaker, I can't wait to see what you do next. This movie, it even has Shailene Woodley in it, who has a really strong supporting turn as Vada's therapist. This movie, The Fallout, this little movie that is not getting a lot of fanfare. It was picked up by WB, but it's only streaming on HBO Max. There's not really a big marketing push for it. More eyes need to be on this film and Miss Parks as a filmmaker, because my God, this movie's great. This is one of the most subtle and moving teen films I've ever seen. Like, this is really raw filmmaking. And what makes it work so well is how subtle it is. Because it's not a movie with a lot of bathos until the very end, and by then it kind of earns it. There's actual humor in this movie. Yes, there's humor in it. There is genuine moments, and the thing that really ties it all together is Jenna Ortega's performance. She's excellent in this movie. Like, Oscar-worthy excellent in this movie. Also, and no, I have not seen Music. I refuse to, but she had a brief supporting turn in West Side Story. Maddie Ziegler, man. She also delivers a really good supporting performance. It's not quite as meaty, say, dramatically as Jenna Ortega, but she has grace notes. The actor who plays Quentin, who is processing, but I need to find this guy. I need to find this guy's name. I want to credit him properly. Quentin. Niles Fitch. Niles Fitch, just, I have not, this young actor, I've not known his work. He's phenomenal in this movie. And it's the kind of movie that feels so real. And it's both not political really at all, and in its own sort of way, radically political in how it tackles that this is a reality that kids are facing now, and that's horrible. It really is awful that these poor kids who have followed my own kind of generation and those that are going to follow after are going to have to live with this reality because guns are so crazy right now and people are, all that stuff. And it also does an amazing job of showing how people grieve differently. There's a character who's a friend of Vada, who essentially becomes an activist in the wake of his survival. And he seems apathetic to Vada at first, like he's trying to sort of bank off it. But there's hidden depths to him too, and there's things that he's, not saying that are breaking him down. She gets these kids. She understands them. There's almost a John Hughes quality to the writing of this and the sensitivity of it. I love this movie. It's not an easy watch. I also appreciate that Megan Park doesn't give the shooter the satisfaction of showing his face on screen. We know his name. We never see him. And we never see the shooting. It's entirely from the perspective of that bathroom stall as they're hiding out. No actual scenes of violence are shown on screen in this. It's the aftermath, and it's just, it knocks. And the last scene, I cannot stress how the ending of this movie particularly just seals down Jenna Ortega'S performance. It knocks the wind out of your lungs when you realize that final kind of, punch in the gut moment that, without giving it away, shows the reality of the real world, that you can move on and then realize it's far from over. And Megan Park does an amazing job of just putting you in that mindset. I love this movie. The Fallout is the first, I think, truly spectacular movie of the year that's like a guaranteed spot on the best of list. And I'm going to give The Fallout. Yep. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars. I can't give it anything lower. This movie, 5 out of 5 stars plus, really. This movie just, it gutted me. Like, it was so good. So good. So, 5 out of 5 stars for The Fallout. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash? None. Watch it on HBO Max. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. But there was a beautiful song. I want to find out what that song was. I think it could have been Billie Eilish. That's another thing I should note. The score, it's a great score, is done by Phineas, Billie Eilish's brother, who I also think is an executive producer on the film. Dope. So yeah, and also Jenna Ortega, you're a star. Oh my god. Okay. So, we will be back later this weekend, for that Sundance video. We will be talking, the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, which doesn't look great, and Home Team with Kevin James. Also doesn't look that great, but we'll check it out. And then next week, we are going to do a special second look video on Nightmare Alley. Monday night, I am seeing Nightmare Alley Vision of Darkness and Light, which is the black and white version, so we're going to kind of take a second look. We will also be talking next week Jackass Forever, or I guess it's just Forever, and Moonfall, and more coming up. And that'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on Letterboxd.com at RaisedOnPopcornWithGrant. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. And until we see each other again, always remember, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. And for God's sake, go see The Fallout. Anyway, thank you all. Take care.